Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the complex world of corporate finance one filing at a time. Today we're diving into the filings of Braemar Hotels and Resorts Incorporated, and let's just say there is a whole lot of talk about deals and paying people off, so buckle up. Before we dive in, if you are new here and love getting these insights without the jargon, make sure to hit that subscribe button. And for those of you who enjoy a good chat about stocks and strategy, our Discord community is buzzing, and its link is in the description below. So, what is going on with Braemar Hotels and Resorts Incorporated, sometimes referred to as the company? Well, it looks like they've made an important change to an existing agreement, specifically an amendment to a letter agreement that was originally put in place back in August of 2025. This agreement is with their advisor, Ashford Inc., and Ashford Hospitality Advisors, LLC. Now, this isn't just any old change. This amendment is really about clarifying what happens if the company gets sold, which they were already exploring. Think of it as tidying up the fine print on a really big potential deal. They had previously agreed on how much the advisor would get paid if the company was sold, and this amendment aims to make sure everyone, especially potential buyers, understands exactly how that payment works and when it needs to be made. The core of this amendment is to make sure that when they talk about a sale of the company, they really mean a change in control of the company. It is crucial for clarity, especially when big money is involved. And speaking of money, the deal is that the advisor gets a specific amount called the company sale fee, plus any fees that have already piled up. This payment needs to come directly out of the money they get from selling the company, and it has to be paid before any other money goes out, like to other investors or for dividends. This whole setup is designed to make sure the advisor gets their dues first from the money coming in from a sale. If the company's assets are sold off in pieces, the money from those later sales will be used to finish paying the advisor until the whole amount is settled. It's like a priority payment system to ensure the advisor is taken care of. Beyond the advisor's payment, there is also an agreement about other crucial contracts, like management agreements with Premier Project Management and Remington Lodging and Hospitality. These are called the master agreements. If the company is sold, the buyer has to agree to take over these contracts. If they don't want them, there is a specific fee, a $25 million payment, that needs to be made to the advisor at the time of the sale. This amendment aims to clarify when and how that master agreement termination fee is paid, especially if the sale happens in stages or if the company decides to wind down its operations. It also looks like if the company's assets are sold off one by one, and those sales bring in at least 50% of the company's total value, the buyer has to immediately pay enough from that sale to cover the master agreement termination fee. And if by chance the company's stockholders approve a plan to liquidate everything, these master agreements will also end. But again, only after that termination fee is paid. It seems like they are really trying to cover all bases and leave no room for confusion, especially with these important contracts. So to sum up this particular filing, Braemar Hotels and Resorts Inc. is making sure that when they talk about selling the company or its assets, the payments to their advisors are clear, prioritized, and accounted for. They're also ensuring that critical ongoing service agreements are either continued by a new owner or compensated for. It is a move towards greater clarity and certainty in what could be major transactions for the company. Looking at this from a broader perspective, Braemar Hotels and Resorts is navigating a complex sale exploration. The amendments clarify financial obligations, particularly to their advisor, which is important for transparency and deal execution. The focus on securing payment for the advisor and managing the termination of master agreements suggests a structured approach to a potential sale, aiming to mitigate risks and ensure a smooth transition. While this filing doesn't contain the juicy financial tables that show revenue or profit trends, it speaks volumes about the company's internal processes as it potentially moves towards a significant change in ownership or structure. It shows a company that is actively working to manage its liabilities and obligations during a period of strategic review. What is your take on these maneuvers by Braemar Hotels and Resorts? Do these clarifications signal a stronger likelihood of a sale? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more. And remember to join our Discord community for more in-depth discussions. Thanks for watching. See you next time.